So once again, welcome everybody to our new interactive map-based search presentation. My name is Mark Burstein. I'm the local expert real estate liaison here at Property Minder. Many of you may remember me from our Internet Mastery series and some of the other webinars and presentations that we have regarding our accelerated websites and how we can help real estate agents close more business and improve their online presence with our Property Minder tools and technologies. So we're going to have a survey at the end of this presentation. Look for it in your email box. If you guys would please do us a favor and complete the survey. That way we can make sure that we are giving you what you want as far as technology goes with your accelerated websites. And if you have any questions or concerns with the map-based search, you can always email support@propertyminder.com, and we're more than happy to answer all questions and resolve any issues that you may have with your acceleration website with regards to map-based search or any of the other wonderful features that we have on our acceleration websites. So today we're going to go over a brief introduction about the interactive map search. We're going to show you how to set up the interactive map search, how to turn it on your website. You may have an acceleration site. You may have spent a little bit of time looking for this new feature. It may not be on there. I'm going to show you how to turn it on today. Also, we'll go through a demonstration of the product. We're going to look at what the visitor sees when they're interacting with the map-based search, and then also we're going to spend some time in the toolkit to see to kind of show you what goes on from the agent's perspective, and then we're going to go over a couple of strategies for success with regards to MLS searches so that you can implement these techniques in your business right away, and hopefully it will help you increase your web traffic, help you increase your probability of selling more homes. And that's why we're doing all this, folks. Of course, we leverage technology to help you, the real estate agent, get more business. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So the purpose of having this interactive map-based search is to have a very user-friendly property searching experience, to keep on par with some of the other websites that are out there that are competing with us, such as the Zillows and the Trulias and other brokerage sites that have map-based searching capabilities. So now you as an individual agent have a very powerful map-based search that's user-friendly on your websites. Also help us improve the visitor retention. When people visit your websites, they have something fun to play with. It'll keep them on the website longer, and that will hopefully generate more leads for you and your business, as there are several lead generation tools on your acceleration website to help capture prospective clients' contact information so that you can follow up with them later. And again, that's the number one thing, folks. That's what it's all about, right? Why do we have websites? To generate leads and to communicate with our lovely spheres of influence. So that was the main reason that we came up with our map-based search. And I know as a real estate agent, one of the words that I hated hearing from my buyers was, hey Mark, I saw this great house on Realtor.com, or I saw this great house on Trulia, or I saw this listing on Zillow, or I saw this listing on some other website other than mine. And I knew that I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes trying to find this silly property just to find out it's probably outdated, or it's sold, or it never really existed in the first place. And we know that on our accelerated websites, when our clients are looking on our websites, they're linked directly to the MLS in real time, so that when a client finds a listing on my site, I know it's active, I know I can find it, I know I can easily contact the listing agent, find the showing instructions, and then show that property. So hopefully with our new map-based search, your clients will be looking exclusively on your website and not on somebody else's. So we're going to set up your website to have the map-based search, and the search can be turned on in your MLS search preferences and then in the website preferences on your accelerated website. So let's jump over here to Firefox, and let's jump into my website, and I'm going to show you exactly where these things get turned on. All right. So here we go. This is my wonderful website. Folks, don't worry, that's not really me. That's me about 10 years ago. I'm a real estate agent. That's what I got to do. I got to hold my old wonderful picture up there when I was 10 years younger and 30 pounds thinner. So in our map-based search, to get it turned on to your website, we got to jump into your administrative toolkit in the back end of your website. And there's two places where you need to turn this on. And we're just going to jump right in here to our Preferences tab. And I'll show you what this is all about here. Near the bottom of Preferences tab, there are two links that you got to turn on. Number one, your MLS search settings. So you're going to click on Edit, and on your MLS search settings, you're going to click to turn on the map-based search interface. So you want to make sure that that box is checked. Okay? Click Submit at the bottom, and now the map-based search will be there for your property visitors. Now, the second thing you have to set up on the map-based search is your default map position, because if this is your first time interacting with the map-based search, your default map position is going to be probably something like this. And unless you're selling real estate all across the country, which I'm sure none of you are, it's kind of silly, in my opinion, to have this as the default map when people open up the search. So you want to zoom in on your area of expertise, on your area of operation. And for me personally, I work in Silicon Valley. My real estate business, my real estate office is based in Cupertino, California, and I sell homes typically in the western part of San Jose, and then these lovely communities here, Mountain View, Cupertino, Santa Clara, and Campbell. So when my search opens up for my visitors, I don't want to show them the North Bay. I don't want to show them New York. I want to show them the areas where I specialize in, and that is Western Santa Clara County. So be sure on your Preferences tab to make sure you're comfortable with the zoom level. Now, just real quick, if you're focused on a very, very specific part of town and you want to be even closer in, and we highly recommend it because real estate is a hyper-local business, you can zoom down even further. And if your website is catering maybe to a specific farm, I mean, you can get pretty close as far as your default search goes. So if I'm specializing in Cupertino, let's say, and for those of you that may know Cupertino, Cupertino is very popular for Monte Vista High School, which is one of the better high schools in the country. So if I'm just specializing in the Monte Vista High School area, I'd set my search up right about here because Monte Vista High School is located right in this area here. And if that's all the houses I want to sell in that area, my search should be focused on that area. But for me personally, my area of specialty is a little bit bigger, so this is what I set my search up in, focusing on the western part of Santa Clara County and western San Jose. So that's what we're looking at here. So back in the Realtor Toolkit, let's go back to the front page of the website just so that we can see what our visitors are going to see when they are searching for properties on our website. So web visitor comes to bursteingroup.com, one of the myriad of ways they get here. You can check our Internet Mastery series for strategies and techniques on how to get people to your website. And they click on, hey, I want to see what all homes listed for sales are from the MLS. So we click on that, and they get to our new interactive map-based search. So as a visitor, this is my default area. I can zoom in, zoom out, so forth and so on. But because my website is linked to my MLS, the only places search results are going to come are from listings in my MLS. So even if they zoom out to the whole country, they're still only going to get listings for the areas that I specialize in, and obviously the areas that you specialize in as well. So the visitor can zoom in on a specific location if they'd like. They can set some basic parameters of price and bedrooms. And if they want to get even more detailed, they can click the More Options button. And there's a variety of other tools and filters that they could put on, from square footage to property type, if they want a fireplace or not, so forth and so on. Depending on your MLS, there's going to be more or less options available for your visitors. So let's say I'm a visitor and I am interested in looking at homes in the wonderful community of Cupertino. So I can type in 95014, which is the Cupertino zip code, and click on Cupertino, California, hit go, and voila, I get a result list of all active listings in Cupertino. And if I want to filter it down to say, well, I can only afford a home, well, I'd like to buy a home between $1 million and $1.2 million, and click go, well, voila, here I am. Okay. Now, let's say I'm looking for only a very specific part of Cupertino. Maybe I don't care so much about price. my resources are unlimited, but I really want to live here in the foothills. As a user, I can draw an area on my map. And let's say I want to go from the lovely area of the hills here. Make sure we get all that in there. And I want to stay on this side of the freeway. I can see all the homes listed for sale within the area that I drew. And if I want to expand at certain points, I can expand my map and say, well, maybe I want a little bigger area. The system will automatically zoom in and find more homes. Now, below, you have a list view of all the homes that match the criteria inside the circle. So the visitor can see that a picture, they can get the address and some statistics about the property as well as some pricing. Also, on the hover over, they can click on a property and hover over. One of the things that I'm kind of excited about is this lovely feature here called the Streetview. If, for example, it's a brand new listing, maybe there are no pictures, but you know how people are impatient, they want to see a picture. Well, by clicking on Streetview, and again, this is depends on how far Google has gone in developing your the community where you work and live, you can get the Street View,